Hello, this is a little reaction video that I decided to record because why not? It's almost 12 a.m. and I'm bored. And I was watching these videos. I found this one called Demonic Paranormal Encounters Caught on Tape. Now, starting off, I think I should probably say that I'm a pretty big skeptic towards ghosts and hauntings and paranormal things in general. But I'm not 100% undeniably dismissive of them. It's just I need some really, really tangible proof, preferably on myself. I need to experience this on myself without a shred of doubt before I will truly and really believe it fully. Up until that, because I know people like their 15 minutes of fame, right? We all have sort of an inkling towards it, I think. And for some people, it comes to light in that they make really crazy claims that they have experienced fantastical and amazing things. And they want people to believe you, or maybe they don't want you to believe them. Just the fact that you're hearing them out, right? That you give them the attention that, oh, I discovered this, I experienced this amazing thing, look at me. It's partly why people make YouTube videos as well, right? 15 minutes of fame, there's nothing wrong in it. It's just fun. We're just having fun. But think about hauntings and ghosts and paranormal activity, things that can't really be explained. It's always been a source of fascination and wonder to us as people, right? We find the inexplicable and that thing that is just at just outside of the light spectrum, just around the dark corner, that we get the sense that it's there, but we can't really quite prove it. That's exciting. That's fascinating to us as creatures, as human beings. It's always been. That's why we have all these laws and legends and stories of old and books and tales of knights and dragons and werewolves and vampires and all that stuff. It's just fascinating. And let's be frank, real life tends to get a bit boring. So we like spicing it up with videos and stories and computer games. And for some people, telling ghost stories is a form of killing the boredom and, adding some spice to their own life and also to other people's lives. So, do I believe in it? No, I don't. I haven't. There's just insufficient proof. I'm a huge skeptic, and I will analyze the shit out of these kind of things and really look at it with a very scrutinizing gaze. But there's a part of me that would like them to be true. I want to find that video, that piece of evidence that really convinces me that, there really is more to life. There is that inexplicable paranormal edge to life, to reality. I want it to be real, even though it'd be kind of scary, knowing and being absolutely convinced and sure that it's real. I kind of want it to be real because, man, it would be something, wouldn't it? It would change everything. It really would. So I'm very, very skeptical. And I don't want to convince myself just for the sake of convincing myself. I really genuinely need to see something that blows my mind before I will even consider believing any kind of ghost stories or hauntings are real. And I've been told some stuff, even by people that I hold in very high regard, that I trust, and some of the things they've told me about ghost stories that they claim to have experienced. I'm kind of like, I'm so split, because I don't want to say I don't believe you, because you're a good friend and I really value you, what you say, and I trust in you. But what you're telling me, it's just like, so it's difficult. It's difficult. And I want it to be true. So anyway, I'll stop rambling. I'll play this video. It is, let me just move this box of omega-3. food supplement, because I can't actually see the YouTube. I've got some other stuff. There we go. Now I can see the entire monitor. Excellent. 36 minutes. I guess maybe I'll sit through it. I don't know. But let's go. Let's get into it. So, demonic paranormal encounters caught on tape. Ooh, scary. Let's see if it holds up. Dramatic music and very spooky visuals, because we gotta set the mood. We gotta get people in the mood for crazy tales. Let's just see how crazy they actually are. Paranormal activity in the kitchen. That's a classic. It's always in the kitchen, isn't it? This video was uploaded to YouTube in 2010 by user BennyVay2. The man was hearing strange bumps and knocking in his house, claiming it was haunted. He was filming a tutorial for his illustration class, but about halfway through the filming, he accidentally caught something inexplainable on tape. Well, it's always unexplainable, isn't it? That's kind of the problem.
Okay, once you've finished both of your illustrations, the final step in the process is to prepare your work for a presentation. You can put your name on the cover sheet.
Some editing, that's fair, I guess. You'd expect as much.
Present it to someone, they'll really show that you put your effort into not only the illustrations that you've done, but also showing them that you care about your artwork. Some of the materials that you'll need to create a cover sheet are, of course, you'll need some scissors, you'll need some tape. I like to use the thick masking tape. You'll need some double-sided tape.
He did notice at least.
You'll need, of course, your image and mat board, and a large piece of paper. Once you have your image mounted to the mat board, take your large piece of paper and place it over the image itself. You'll want to cut the paper so that it's slightly longer than the mat board your artwork is mounted to.
That was it? Okay. 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 That was such a lame haunting, wasn't it? A cupboard opening and closing? Really? That's the best you can do, little ghost? I don't know. Something about the way he reacts feels off to me, first and foremost. He does seem to get genuinely surprised. Like, you see the cupboard slamming, and then he reacts just a slight few milliseconds, a couple of hundred milliseconds late, which is very, very natural. It's a very natural way. We humans, we don't react instantly. So it seems like the sound startled him in a very genuine way. But then again, even if it's staged, which I'm pretty sure that was staged. I'm not gonna be able to debunk it by saying, oh, they did this and they did this and that. That's not what I'm doing this for. I'm just like, how do I perceive this? How does this affect me watching these videos, right? And I don't know, his reaction just felt practiced, kind of. No, not at all convinced. I mean, no. It just seemed off. Not convinced at all. The way he looked at the camera at the end and rushed over to it, and the way that he very specifically, I know that he must have heard the sound coming from, he knows the sound of his own cupboards likely. He heard it from the right side of his ear. He turned around and he went pretty much, I think he opened the wrong cupboard at first. Like, he actually opened a couple of them. But it's just, I don't know. He did say that he was convinced that his house was haunted. So, no, it's let's just say it's skeptically inconclusive. There's way too little It felt very staged. It just felt staged. It looked weird. I got the impression that he was acting. And no, it's a pass. Total pass. Second one for me, it's a total pass. Ghost activity in an abandoned mine. In July of 2013, a YouTuber and abandoned mine explorer from the channel Exploring Abandoned Mines has uploaded a very disturbing video in which the man has a frightening encounter with the supernatural while exploring the abandoned Horton mine. Now, I don't know where that is. Horton mine?
Okay, here we're at the Victorine mine. I believe this was an older mine that once they dug the upper tunnels,
Do mines look like that? From the outside? I guess they do.
I forget what this was called, this particular mine entrance here, but this one's got a little bit of water in it coming out of it. Not much. We're going to just take a quick look. I don't think I'm going to explore this particular mine. There's a little bit too much water in here, and I know this mine is really old. Okay, here's a shot looking down at it from just inside the portal, and some water here and there. So I'll go up here just a little bit further and see if it dries out any. Okay, a little further inside the tunnel here. Now there's still water. You can see it really flowing here in front of me, right here, and this coming out here, out the tunnel. Yeah, this looks pretty sketchy. I'll go a few feet further in and check it out, but I think I'm going to pass on this one. This is one of the creepiest mine tunnels I've ever been in, just because of how dilapidated it is and all these chains hanging down from the overhead, and there's a shot looking down the tunnel.
It's got the creep factor.
Still pretty wet.
What?
And taking a look around here back at the entrance, which is there. Okay, here's a shot looking back towards the entrance. I'm a little bit further in, and looking down the tunnel here. I don't know why that one chain is swinging back there. Don't know if you can see that in the video or not. Yeah, this mine definitely has a very spooky vibe to it. So I'm going to head back out and check out the other stuff that's here. This is just too wet, too muddy. And obviously something is making the chains swing. So time to get the hell out of here.
Okay. Okay, I'm pausing here. So the first thing that I know is, first thing that I like about it is that it's actually in the daytime. So there's not that spooky nighttime, because everything's more spooky at night because you can't actually tell what the hell is going on. And your mind tends to, rush at night. You get all these kind of internal inputs that aren't really there. So I like that it's in the daytime because that sort of grounds thing a bit more. Definitely a spooky vibe. Like you're sitting there, you're waiting, like, what's gonna happen? This is definitely a spooky place. As for the event itself, I don't know. There are two things that actually annoy me about this. First of all, there's a lot of editing. Right, it cuts between shots all the time. It's not one continuous. You never see him moving in. Like, it just cuts to all of a sudden he's further and further in, and I'm kind of like, why? why do you, I mean, I'm assuming that was done in editing because there's text, which is the second part that really irks me, is the text that he's put at the top. The things he writes specifically. Ooh, I felt a sudden otherworldly presence watching me, and the air around me grew cold. It's kind of like, no, don't write that. Just, God, if he had just shut up about that, not written all that crap, because that is just pandering, right? That's just pandering to the Atmos. It's like, it's already pretty creepy. Genuinely, that video was actually kind of creepy, but pandering to the creepiness by adding, ooh, I felt something watching me, an otherworldly presence. Don't do that. Just let the images speak for itself. Let the video do all the work. You don't have to add on top of it and make it more. That irked me. But he might have done that. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. That was a dumb choice. The dangling chains. See, the thing that I like about this footage is you can kind of explain this through natural phenomenon. There are logical explanations, I'm sure, that can explain why a chain would start dangling. It was dangling kind of violently, but, a difference in temperature can cause metal struts to expand, and, but it was very localized. I will say that it was like one chain was dangling very violently, the other one was kind of like very lazily, and the rest of the chains seemed to be unaffected. So you'd think if it was something expanding, it would be a lot more chains, but still, it's very ambiguous, right? It's very ambiguous. And it's kind of down to earth in a way. It's just the chain dangling. And that's it. So you're kind of sitting there wondering, well, there's probably a logical explanation for it, but, okay, so it does seem to be continuing. A year later, the man decided to return to the ominous location and explore the tunnel again. So a year. And so he experiences this and he runs away and doesn't come back until a year later. Okay. Yeah, okay. I have some comments about that, but I'll leave it until I've seen the second part. I've heard and seen some eerie things in abandoned mines, but the Horton mine seems to have an abundance of strange sounds and unexplained physical phenomenon. This video documents my second and final...
Okay, I'm standing at the bottom of the tailings for the Victorine mine. This is looking straight up the mountainside at all these tailings. And the Victorine mine is up there on top of the ridge. You can't see from down here, obviously. And the Horton mine is over here to the right, and that's where I'm headed. The Horton mine still has some water coming out of it. You can see it kind of poured up here outside, and here's the portal. So let's go check this out, see if it's any drier than it was a year ago.
Brave man.
Last year. So this tunnel is very sketchy, and it still has a very, very creepy vibe. But we'll keep going forward. Okay, I'm further in than I was a year ago, and that's how far I've come. Getting deeper, here is some kind of backfilled area on the other side of the tunnel. More ventilation tubing. And there's a lot of water up here coming in from somewhere. Well, I believe I've reached the end of the tunnel. I thought it was going to be a lot longer than this. I'd read 600 feet. Here's looking back at the portal. I don't know if that's 600 feet or not, but maybe more like 400. but I think the water is coming down the ore pass, the vertical shaft here at the end of the tunnel. So let me make my way over there with all this mud and check it out. Okay, right there's where the water's coming from, and right above that you can see the metal ore chute that is part of the ore pass coming down there at an angle. And that came down right over here to this horizontal section right here. And then the ore was probably dumped out into the waiting tram car, and then they would just haul it out the tunnel in these motorized tram cars to the portal. Okay, you can see some ladders there going up. There's one right there going up at an angle, and then there's one right above the ore chute right there. I don't know if there was a manway in the ore pass or not. There probably was. And that would probably go up about 800, 900 feet to the opening that's outside the Victorine mine. And right here is the end of the ore pass. You can see a grizzly in there, the bars, and that would hold back the rocks that were too big to fit through, while the smaller rocks would tumble through into the tram car that would wait right here, and then it would drive it right out the tunnel. Okay, here's a final parting shot of the end of the Horton Tunnel. And there's the ore pass with all the cascading water, and what the fuck is that? I don't know what that was, but there was a sudden blast of cold air, and I'm getting out of here.
No, why? And that was it. Okay. Right. So those were like radio sounds. I definitely heard an ambulance. I heard voices. It's kind of again his reaction that second. Look, I felt like the first part with the swinging chain, that felt a lot more genuine. Like that seemed kind of, I don't know, it felt more genuine. I was actually pretty engaged. I was like, wow, okay, shit, holy crap. Again, because I think just a dangling chain and nothing else is kind of like, it's in that ambiguous, it's in that place where you can sort of say, shit, this could be something, holy crap, this could be something paranormal. But it's also very clearly in the category of, this could just be, wind differential, temperature change, whatever, there's a logical, it's kind of in that area where you can say there's a logical explanation for why a chain would certainly start doing that. The second video, a radio, or whatever the hell it was, it sounded like a radio somewhere in the mine shaft, a radio being, push play and play random sounds, including an ambulance. What? It just feels so staged. And his reactions, like, he instantly goes, what the hell was that? And then he turns around and he's like, oh, I'm feeling cold. And he walks out, and it cuts as he's walking out. He's fleeing from this supernatural, otherworldly sound. And he cuts. Really? You cut? That's where you choose to cut? God, that was so staged. I'm sorry to say, that was so. This video had me on the first part. It had me pretty good. I was like, Second part's like, no. Look, a dangling chain could be anything, right? It's reason enough for you to think, oh, there might have been something, but I don't have the balls to go check it out. I'm freaked out. I'm getting out of here. Fair enough. I get it. That second part, a radio starts playing. We have to imagine that he is completely alone in this mine shaft. There's nobody else with him, even though there was, I'm sure. He's got a friend hiding somewhere, clicking play on the radio. But whatever. The gist is that he's supposed to be alone. He hears a radio playing voices and sounds and ambulances from within this abandoned mine shaft. That's irrevocable proof of paranormal activity right there. Why would you run away from it? You want to run away from a dangling chain because that creeps you the fuck out? Okay, I get it. Because there's that part of your brain saying, well, this could just be, something natural going on. Hearing a radio suddenly blaring in an abandoned mine shaft, that's not natural. You know instantly, okay, this is not natural. This is not air blowing through the mine shaft. This is not differential pressure. This is not, light reflecting off of a blimp or whatever. This is completely 100% unnatural. Let's go explore this. Why would you run away from it? This is exactly the thing where you go forward. I know you're creeped out, I would be as well, but there would be that part of me going like, all right, you want to challenge me? Challenge accepted. You want to start playing radio noises in my abandoned mine shaft where I'm alone, proving to me that this is not a natural phenomenon in any way, shape, or form? Okay, I need to see this. I cannot live with myself if I turn around and walk away and never investigate this. Like, it's so stupid. It's so illogical. Everything that happens in that second part, it's so staged, it's bad acting, it's ridiculous, it's completely illogical, it's completely stupid. No. I'm not buying it, not for a second. The first part, yeah, kind of had me. Second part, complete fucking stupidity. Next, ghost in my apartment. This next series of videos are from Joseph Chan's whatever YouTube channel. After strange things began to happen in his apartment, the man decided to set up a camera in an attempt to record any activity. He has uploaded 8 different videos of the hauntings. This is the first video that he uploaded on December 19th, 2011. Okay.
Hey guys, I'll do a video day, do a little bit of an experiment. Had some kind of weird stuff happen in my apartment here lately. My girlfriend's out of town.
Oh, convenient.
But every time we go to bed, we end up seeing some strange stuff. Things aren't where it's supposed to be. There's not doors that are open that we know that we closed, like our bedroom. Just weird things that we can't explain. And she's on vacation, so I decided.
Of course she is.
I would try to investigate this
Alone. Yeah.
Because she gets creeped out by ghosts and stuff. So anyways, I'm going to show you all the house and kind of show you what's going on. Show you that this is all pretty legit stuff.
I'm already turned off.
Let's check it out.
He seems like... Oh, I'll shut up.
Main
Sorry.
hallway. It's a laundry room. Cool stuff, right? Laundry room. See in there. I ain't going to open that other door. This place creeps me out. Bathroom. All the bathroom stuff, yeah, will be. And here's the spare bedroom.
The what?
Mattress, awesome.
Oh, spare bedroom.
Closet, also awesome. And where we've seen most of the stuff happen is right here in the bedroom. Kind of weird. Maybe that whatever it is has a thing. It's the bedroom. We'll show you everything, and I will back out to show you that I have nothing to hide. That's behind the door. That's the closet. The side of the closet. There's nothing in this closet. Okay. Here is the bathroom. This is me. This is the bathtub. That is behind the door there. And once again, as you can see, there's nobody here. just me in this whole house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk, and I'm gonna go over here and shut off these lights though. Gotta save electricity. Open that and turn off that. And still, as you can see, nobody come behind us. Nobody's here. Behind this door, just in case any of y'all's wondering, everything is empty. And I'm gonna walk backwards just to show you this ain't a trick. Some kind of weird stuff. I got some absolutely weird, crazy stuff going on in this house, I think. So we're going to
And now comes the editing, right?
Give y'all something to look at. I'm gonna mount you right here.
A sudden cut in the video, change of scene, or is it a continuous shot?
Maybe we can get something on tape. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna turn out the lights. I'll leave the
Why?
I'm gonna leave some of the lights on because I'm actually kind of scared of this place. And then I'm gonna go to bed. And
There's the edit.
turn this light off.
There's the edit.
And
It's not a continuous shot.
hell, I don't know. I guess that's good, right, guys? What do you think?
Oh, I'm already.
Nah, we'll turn. I guess we'll turn. We'll just leave the hallway light on. Alright.
I'm sorry. I have to. Was that a cut again?
We'll just leave the hallway light on.
Cut.
Alright.
Okay.
We'll see something in the morning.
I'm sure we will. A lot of just fuck's sakes. If this is if I'm gonna get rickrolled now, I swear. God, really? And this is like 15 seconds after he's walked out of frame and supposedly sleeping. I'm not saying that's him, but come on. Really. And now the door closes. It's always doors, isn't it? Lights and doors and knocking. Yeah, right. It's all the things that a physical human being could do behind cover. Ooh, a door opening. And it opens inwards and out, obviously. I'm spoiling the mood of this one. I'm sorry, but just the whole way this was set up right from the start, and the way that his attitude. Oh, his girlfriend's out of town on vacation, and one camera that's being cut and edited. Oh no, dude, like seriously.
Hold on, guys. The hell was that shit?
You. Oh my.
Shit, let's
Oh
not do
my
that.
God.
Fuck.
You can almost hear
See,
the
that
laughter in
was
his
fucking
voice.
shit, man. The hell? Fuck, that light was on. See, guys, this is shit I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
right here. Closing his door just to prove there's shit going on. This house, man. Nobody there. There's nobody there. There's nobody there. Nobody anywhere.
So why does nothing ever happen when
It's creepy,
people are
guys.
there?
It's extremely creepy. Alright, guys.
Right.
I think I'm gonna go stay at a friend's house tonight.
Oh, no, right. Oh my God. I'm not sitting through 8 videos of this crap. This is so fucking...
Hey guys, welcome back to my apartment. About to go to bed again. I've been filming the bedroom for the past 3 nights and haven't had any luck. So we're gonna swap the rooms a little bit. Check out the living room.
No timer, no date,
Crazy stuff's been happening
nothing.
lately, so we'll see if we can catch something. I haven't had anything good in the past 3 nights, so we'll check it out. And I'll be sure to edit most of this like
Oh.
delay time. I know my first video was kind of long because I showed y'all everything. But
No, your first video was not long enough. That's the problem.
show you what happens. If
Don't
anything
edit.
happens.
Ghost
If
footage.
there's not, but if there is,
God.
at least it's
The
entertaining.
biggest trick in film history is editing.
It's not a ghost in my apartment.
As soon as you make one single cut, your video loses validity.
It's not cool.
Because you could do anything. We don't know how much time you spend setting up between cut. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Don't bother. What a conveniently placed couch, isn't it? I bet something's going to happen around the couch. Behind it, obviously. Oh, the Christmas tree's shaking. Look, if there are paranormal entities that are able to affect the real world in the ways that they want you to believe they do, then why is it always these tiny, subtle, stupid, meaningless little things? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Okay. This is insulting. This is literally insulting. He's sleeping and the bedsheet is going to fly off of his bed. I'm literally insulted by this. I'm not going to waste my time looking at this anymore. Except for to see if I'm actually right. What's these little lights? Those seem to be in the other one as well. Oh, it turned on the faucet. And he wakes instantly, right?
Shit! The fuck was that?
Oh, he's such a bad actor. Oh my god.
Guys, that was great.
Oh, okay. Moving on. Do I have to say anything at this point? This is just beyond ridiculous. No, oh my god. This is almost the entire video.
Usually.
Is this chump? This is the rest of the video. This is literally the rest of the video. I thought it said 5. Why did I think there were... Oh, because... No? I don't know. So anyway. Okay, well, let's see the end. What happens? What inconsequential, completely ridiculous, stupid little thing that's done with wires or somebody hiding behind the camera shaking things is gonna happen this time? I bet this is the Rickroll, isn't it? Look at the quality. It's absolutely atrocious as well. I'm hearing something. Wouldn't it be great if something happened behind me right now? Just like something... Ooh, if that happened, I'm gonna be so fucking excited. Oh my god, something fell on the floor in the dark of this 240p video. I hope his TV gets knocked over, because that's probably expensive. But that's not going to happen. I mean, that's not going to happen. He's not going to destroy his own TV in before it actually happens. I highly doubt it. We can't see anything. What's the point? Oh, unfortunately, he hasn't uploaded any videos. He moved to a new apartment, thus will not be uploading more real ghost videos to his channel. Will not be. Blah, 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 blah. Right, okay, so that was it. That was it, apparently. I was hoping there would be more than this chump showing us what is just absolutely pathetic. Like, okay, so first of all, I want to address how come, again, going back to the whole thing about if we have these paranormal entities that have the ability to affect the physical world, open doors, flip light switches, and open water faucets, and I think at one point it knocked down like a bottle of hand cream, got knocked off of the counter in the bathroom. And the Christmas tree got shook, and the fucking camera stand. I mean, why is it these tiny, stupid, inconsequential little things? There was a flat screen TV standing at the edge of a dresser in that last shot. Even a cat could walk behind it and knock that thing over and destroy it and break it. And we've just seen this ghost, this haunting, open doors and shake Christmas trees and knock stuff off the counter. But it's bottles of soap. Who cares if a bottle of soap falls on the ground? If a flat screen TV gets knocked on the floor, yeah, okay. I'd be more inclined to believe that, because that means this guy actually spent probably a couple $1,000 making his stupid spoof video because he just broke his TV for it. But no, it's not the TV, even though it's right there. You just go over and do like, doot, and it's going to fall down and break. But no, let's knock the bottle of soap off the counter. Let's do that. Let's rustle the Christmas tree. Even what are they called? The decorations, the Christmas bells or whatever they are. They didn't even fall off. Nothing breaks. There's no structural damage, even though the entity has been clearly proven capable of doing structural damage. If you can knock a bottle of soap off of a counter and open and close doors and open water faucets, then you can knock a TV off. You can break a computer. You can break a window. You can destroy something that actually matters, something with gravity. But they never do it, right? These entities, they never do that. They never cause any destruction. It's just stupid, inconsequential little things. You get my point. And so yeah, so that's what this video was. Just a completely stupid idea I got out of nowhere. Thought why not comment on silly paranormal encounter videos? Would you like to see me do more of this stuff? Sure. I mean, I'm kind of having fun, I must admit. So, and maybe there are some videos out there that will... I mean, the only thing that really sort of, like I said, the only thing that kind of got a little bit of, okay, out of me was the mine shaft, the first part of the mine shaft with the swinging chains. That had me going. That had me going for a little bit. But then, the guy realized that, oh shit, because he came back a year later. And it's just kind of like, okay, well, I guess he uploaded his first video with the chains. And he must have gotten comments. People must have seen it and gone like, oh, dude, you should go back, explore it. And this guy would have been like, oh, wait, I'm getting attention from my video. I'm seeing people I'm getting views. People are writing me. Ooh, they want more. I should stage something more, like tangible, like a radio, really spooky sounds, something that isn't as ambiguous as a swinging chain. And that's kind of like, so he went back to the mine shaft with a friend, with a radio, with some stupid sound clip they put together, probably, in Audacity or whatever. And they played it. He hit behind a rock. He hit the play button. And then, yeah. So, big skeptic. I want to believe. I do. I hope that there's going to be something walking around or shit happening behind me throughout this entire recording. Because if that happens, fucking hell, that's going to make me a believer. But this shit, absolutely not. So take care, and don't just take this shit for granted. People do a lot of stupid, silly things, and many of them don't do it well just to get their 15 minutes of fame. This guy, Joseph, literally, it was insulting. Insulting. It's terrible. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. I had fun. Maybe I'll do more. Would you like to see more? Who knows? Take care. Goodbye. Stay cool.